No.
Hello.
Let me just meet you on Discord and just start talking on Twitch. Yeah, I'm not hearing you on Twitch.
Yeah, it's not coming through.
Oh, and by the way, Moon, I think there's a sound coming off your PC. Because I can hear myself talking.
Yes. Okay.
It seems to be working now.
Yeah. But
Can anyone watching the stream hear all of us? Okay, that was me. So I will mute the stream and focus more on you.
Okay. Yeah, I see what it is.
My god, the time is flying so fast. It's already July.
Hello.
Sorry, guys.
There's nothing wrong with your voice.
Because it kind of messes you up a little bit.
I mean, once we set it up that it works correctly, you can just, silence yourself.
Right.
Ah, gotcha. That's
Bear
weird. You
with me.
shouldn't be able to hear yourself on the headset.
I can always go live on my channel if that helps.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. That might work. I can't hear myself as much. Sorry, everyone. I'm having mic issues for some reason, and now OBS don't like me.
You can check on your audio devices if there's second set of your headset listed. Because sometimes you will get this weird stuff with new headsets where it will show 2 audio devices.
Yeah, I know. Having the problem of trying to reset everything up. It's issues I've had to deal with before. Okay, so now that we're here, everyone, we do have some missing members tonight, and so
Gonna be the 3 of us, I think, right?
I believe so. But with a lot of the stuff that's going on, I can bring them back in if they're not able to make it in. I haven't heard from Hero, so yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird because you asked so many times, and did he message you once if he's gonna come or not?
That's why I have the game setting thing where people RSVP. But okay, starting out, we'll go through. We have Kirby here from Variant Worlds. Want to go over that if anyone that is in here don't know what that is?
Of course. So, Variant Worlds is a community based within the tabletop community. It will be launching as soon as January of next year, if not sooner. Myself and Moon are both a part of that, as well as some members of our other community. We love to play D&D as well as Call of Cthulhu. We actually stream once a week at present, every Friday. So if you go over to my channel, you'll be able to watch the events live on Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday evening. Next week, it will be Dragons of Icespire Peak, run by the wonderful DM Rush Jacks, who is currently in chat as well. And we stream 1 day a week, which will eventually turn to 5 days a week. We also currently have a Discord server, which is in very early access. So unfortunately, we only allow select members at the present moment, but that will be changing in the near future. And yeah, we do quite a lot of different things, including homebrew and just regular everyday things.
Okay. And Bert, I promise I'll get your name right one day. Bartro. I'm terrible with names. I'm
Bartro,
sorry, y'all.
No worries.
Anything you want to say or anything that, if not, and I'll just.
Nice to be on the session.
All right. And say anything.
Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Basically, yeah, listen to what Kirby said. Go follow us on go watch her live streams every time we live stream on Fridays. They're very, very fun. Yeah. Variant World.
I will do a shout out.
Yeah.
There we go.
There.
I can't even do a shout out because it'll have to be you, unfortunately, Chris.
Okay. Well, you know what? You're in here since I just learned how to do this. There. And you can. And that's
Oh,
also
it's not doing it.
there. It goes. Yes, and I do have frostytools.com bot. It's a very funny thing on shoutouts. And so with that, we only have 3 players tonight. So we will see what we can do and where we get to. And as y'all see in the main picture there, that's the rough estimate of the size of Cathedral Prime, where y'all are located at right now, in the Queen's headquarters. That's the city. That's about the size and how big it is. And so last time we left off, they had went to sleep from a long day of journeying and looking into stuff. They found out a little bit about the Triad of Shadows and the possible locations of them. We had a few go research in the library, and we had some go and actually thought about supplies they needed on the road. And so the next day is what we're bringing up here. You all wake up, and the house you stayed at was a nice, modest house, and all. It was not good for overstay. Anyone not used to staying in houses would have thought it was probably a great bed. And when y'all wake up, y'all notice 2 of y'all are not there.
Oh.
And so it's a possibility something else came up that they had to attend to. And as y'all get up and move around, in the living room, there's a note that says, upon the royal court's suggestion that your 2 missing party members has to do something for them within the city, and they will catch up to you by other means as soon as possible.
I'm terribly sorry, but would it be possible for you to raise the volume of your microphone just a little bit? I got everything on 100 and I can hear you, but like barely.
Ain't. Let me try in the Discord. Yeah, this is my headphone mic.
Gotcha.
Oh, actually, I know why. Because you're not.
Oh, now it's much better.
Yeah, because you're actually using my actual mic, and the stream is using my mic on my headphone.
Oh, okay, so you use 2 different mics.
Yeah, well, I don't, but it's not picking up in the OBS.
I got it.
Yeah. So as y'all wake up and find the letter, what is y'all's plan for the day? I believe the last we left off before y'all went to sleep, I was asked which was closest to y'all of the places that y'all think it might be, and I told y'all that it was the Wildwood Forest was the closest to y'all from the capital of the location of the regions.
And if you don't mind, could you remind me what we got tasked with from the I believe she was a queen?
Yeah, well, the royal member that you talked to was actually a member of the court, and she's the queen's right hand woman, and she tasked y'all with finding the artifacts before those of the cult members do, and
Yeah.
returning there and finding out if you find out anything about the cult to relay the message to them.
Gotcha.
And and then found out the possible locations of the 3 artifacts, and that was it. That was when y'all went to sleep for the night. This is the
And now
next
we're
day.
deciding which one of the location that we are aware of.
Yeah, and the locations was the Wildwood Forest region. And when I say forest, I ain't meaning it's not like a little small area. It's like a whole region in the part of the country. So it's not like you go into one area and this is Wildwood Forest. No, it's like a whole area. And then there's the northern area, which is the mountainous area, and it's where one of the locations possible be, and then the desert where one of the locations was possible.
What do you guys think? Or should we go first?
Well, personally, I think we should just try to get to the nearest one and just work our way back, because then at least we're not too far away, just in case like Kiara can come back in.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Are we going to need anything for the trip over, or do you think we'll be okay?
Y'all, he went out and got that while y'all were talking to the Queen and doing research.
Yeah, Damon went away and he brought back like all of the utensils, travel rations, some horses to travel.
Yeah, y'all have access to 2 horses that are together and with a buggy behind it. Think of like the old Western like buggies with 2 horses to pull it.
All right, then there's only one thing to do. We leave! Yay!
Yep.
So venture out of the city. As you leave, the guards to the gate as you leave out the one area look at y'all and tell y'all good luck and hope to see y'all soon. But after that, that's the only ones that really say anything to you as you are going out. And as you exit the large city, you just see fields of wildlife and see fields of wildlife as y'all are heading toward the forest, Wildwood Forest. And with 2 horses, it will take y'all 2 days to get to the region, to the closest major city. And as y'all are on the road, and these roads that y'all are on right now are very well kept. There's no trouble. Every once in a while, close to the city, you'll see guards ride out and some ride back. And also, it's pretty safe in the area close to the city. As y'all continue, I'll say y'all ride for 4 or 5 hours. And do y'all take turns leading the horses, or y'all just let one person lead them?
If the rest of the party doesn't mind, then Damon's gonna lead the whole way.
Okay.
I don't mind.
All right, and go ahead.
No, I just said that by accident. Sorry.
And would you being a soldier and knowing how to handle horses like this, you have no problem right through for the first few hours? You see a snake comes out, makes some jittery, but you're able to handle it no problem as a soldier. You know how to calm a horse down from snakes. So about 4 or 5 hours in, you get to an area kind of suspicious. And
Suspicious about it.
it's the way it looks, it's like there's no road guards, for lack of a better term. That's what I'm using for them. There's like, you haven't seen, like, for about an hour, you haven't seen no guards in the area, which means you've got outside of that area, the guarded area. And
In the forest, right?
no, you're not got to the forest yet. You're just
Okay.
in valleys. I was trying to find my map, but it disappeared on me. Sorry about that. I had a map of it, and as y'all are continuing on, you notice, like, in the road, like something has happened, but there's no evidence of nothing but just the way the road looks. Like there's debris in the road, but there's no carts, there's no horses. And just out of glancing up, it's like about, say, 50, 75 yards in front of you. There's nothing that looks out of order, just the way it looks like a mess in that area.
I would like to kind of investigate that little area, the little mess. See,
And I would like to assist, please. I'm going to assist through checking for tracks and stuff like that.
I think we just moved together on the cart, right?
Y'all all roll investigations for each thing that y'all are trying to look for.
that'd be a 12.
10.
Okay. And so you notice that there's like boot okay, I mean, working my way down here. Our little excited friend that likes animals and everything notices that there's no animal tracks, but there are human tracks. There are, like, human footprints, like shoe areas, and it looks like it was like 5 or 6 together. And looked like there was a struggle because the way the shoe marks are. With your 10, you notice that they are, once you get closer, that they are broken, like limbs and stuff from, like, just road debris, but it's like broken in that area. And with your 20, you noticed that there was a path leading to a little area that is just a little small patch of bushes and wooded area. It's not big area, but it's just like a beautification like thing, wooded area. But it's enough woods to find cover in.
I'll warn the party that there might be an ambush coming through those bushes. There are a lot of footprints around.
What kind of bush is an ambush?
There might be danger.
Oh, right. Okay. High alert. High alert.
Then, when Damien says that, may I look around and kind of, I'd like to go into stealth mode to kind of like scout out the area a little bit to make sure that nobody is like hiding in the trees or there is any form of an ambush.
Okay. And give me an investigation with advantage.
It's an 8.
Okay,
Come on, Diana.
you really don't notice nothing. Something behind you where you were looking, something behind you made a noise and didn't. And when you look behind you, see a little squirrel running over in the field.
Wow.
Do y'all continue to investigate, or do y'all continue on the road?
I'm down to continue down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Anila's keeping an eye out on that squirrel. She's suspicious of it.
Okay. As you continue down the road with keeping an eye on the squirrel, about 5-10 minutes down the road, you hear something from behind, like a horse, not a horse galloping coming up.
What's
And remember,
galloping our way?
y'all have not seen anyone in like 2-3 hours, like 2 hours. It's been a while since y'all have seen anybody else on the road.
Are there any nearby trees?
And what's galloping our way?
Behind you, there's trees. The ones y'all just looked at and then tried to investigate and then kept on going. But after about 5-6 minutes after y'all got back on y'all's wagon and kept on, the trees disappeared. And now it's just valley and hills now.
May I jump on top of the cart and keep an eye out behind us in the direction that the galloping sound's coming from?
Okay, yeah. And
Do we see what's galloping?
no, not yet. Y'all just hear, because it's like an echo, like a valley echo where you're at. So you hear
Gotcha.
it, and because of everyone's experience, you know it's coming from behind you.
Gotcha.
I would like to sniff the air and see if I smell anything suspicious.
Time is down to just continue, but be wary. Like, there might be a lot of people on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, and with that, the moment that Damien warns us, I would like to use primeval awareness, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so primeval awareness, let me just get the description up. As an action, you expend 1 ranger spell slot, and you sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 6 miles of you, because we are technically in my favourite terrain.
Okay. And let me see. You said Faye, right?
Yes.
Okay. And with that, you do have a sense behind you that there is. Does it say that you can tell which one they are, or that they...
No, it doesn't reveal the location's creature or number. You can only tell that they are present.
Okay, then you can tell there is a presence behind you of 2 creatures that you can sense.
Oh, god damn it. It's the Fae.
Do I smell anything in the air?
Ron, what would that
Well,
be?
Damien.
Uh, Lee, would you give me a survival check for that?
Yes.
You should be good at those, right?
I have a 22.
Okay. You can
What do I
smell.
sniff with my pooper suit?
You can smell that behind you. You can smell a horse. Actually, two horses because they smell different. And you can smell something, but you can't tell exactly what it is. But you can tell that there's two horses and there's something else.
We have 2 clip cloppers over there, and I can't really distinguish what the other smell is.
That's probably the Fae. Because I can kind of sense Fae in the area.
Hey. What kind of animal is a fae?
Aren't
It's
you
not
okay?
exactly me. I don't really know. I'm kind of. It's kind of undetermined, shall we say?
Are they like the butterflies, but like people flavored?
No. They're kind of like. So you know, butterflies are technically insects.
Yeah.
Well, Fae are Fae, where butterflies are insects. There's different types of Fae. I just can't tell what type it is or where they are.
Oh, okay. Maybe we could go talk to them.
It just
I would
occurred to me
be
that the word
careful.
of D&D, Faerun, comes from the word Fae. I never fucking
Yeah.
noticed that. I was like, wait a minute.
And you did say you were also watching out toward the back from the top of the buggy, correct?
Yes.
Okay, give another investigation check. What
May I
advantage?
use perception instead?
Yeah, that would actually work better. But it's also with advantage, so.
18.
Okay. So you do notice after she says that, after about a minute, you notice there's two horses gaining up on y'all. Like, not trying to hunt you down, but they're getting closer to you. And you notice on top there's two very tall, for lack of a better word, persons on back of the horses. And it's like they're coming at you at a run. The
I'll relay
horses.
that information to the group.
All right.
Hi.
You yell that
Yes.
up, and they start getting faster. And when they get close enough where they're able to, like, speak and you can understand them, they go, "Whoa, whoa! We need to speak with you."
Okay. What do you need to say?
Says, "We need to speak with you."
Well, I can't do that.
Because Damien is driving.
Cause Bartosh over there is leading the horses. You're gonna have to talk to him.
So Bartosz is my real life name. The character's name is Damien.
Okay, Damien. Okay, my
No
bad.
worries.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
So you yell his name, Damien, to them.
Yep. Damien. Damien.
I am gonna have my bow trained on them at all times because I don't know if these guys are genuine.
Okay. And
Yeah, Damien's not stopping.
yeah, and he yells and goes and says, "Damien, stop! We need to speak with you."
Silence just going.
Okay, as you
going
do,
on our way.
they
We're
start
gonna have to talk and move at the same time.
they start gappling faster, and you notice that these horses are actually faster than most you've seen. Like yours, you have two horses, and they go quicker. That was the reason for the two horses in the buggy, was to get you two places quicker. These are just two regular horses, and they're almost caught up to the two horses together. And as they get close, see one of them throw something at the tire of the buggy.
Oh, never mind. These guys are buttholes.
May I attempt to send my swarm down to try to intercept it?
Okay. What does that detail? Because I'm not familiar how those work.
So with Gathered Swarm, I can give it an attack action, and it must make a strength saving throw of DC 12 to be moved by the swarm up to 15 feet horizontally in a direction of my choice.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, go ahead and so it's just like a attack roll that you would. It says.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, just do an attack roll for that, and
So I'll do it as an unarmed, because technically it is, which is an 11.
yeah, you have no problem whenever it gets close. It's coming toward the tire. You swipe it away, and you notice it was like a ball, like they slingshotted something toward the tire, like they were trying to take out the tire.
May I go on? Sorry, Vicky.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, can Anila kind of throw a seed at their wheel and cast Druidcraft to kind of like tangle it around their wheel so that way it kind of makes them stop in place?
You can. They're close enough. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to do that.
Okay.
So she will like kind of like take a seed and just chuck it at the wheel, and when it does, like it just kind of creates some vines to hopefully keep the wheel in place so that way they have a little bit more hard of a time to catch up with us.
Just roll just a basic like an unarmed strike roll, attack roll, so I can see how. Okay, so basically you throw it, and by the time it goes into the ground and seeds and comes up with what you were aiming for, and about the time the horse gets to it, it comes out and grabs the horses, and the two people fly head first off the horses.
Damien was driving slower before, but noticing that they are trying to really stop us, he's gonna speed up the horses.
Okay, and give a animal handling, because speeding them up is they just gonna they're like, no, they're gonna just keep going the same speed. Gotcha. They're like, I'm too no. they're being stubborn horses. But it takes, by the time they work through all the stuff that just happened to their horses, getting all that off of them, you all are out of sight. And as y'all come up, y'all see a fork in the road, and one says to a town in the like proper wildwood forest, and the other one shows like a smaller town in the wildwood forest close to the coast. So, which the right way takes you to the proper town, the left way takes you to the town coast in a weird way.
And the artifact we learned that is in the town? Or
No, you just know it's in that area.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna ask the party, what do you guys think? This way or this way?
Well, I personally think that if we get close to town, at least there's some extra form of protection.
Also, there might be more information that we might ask people about.
Exactly.
As most of the coast is really pretty, we need to stay focused. So down. Yeah, down. I'm good at decision making.
All right, let's head out. Let's head to town then.
Okay. As y'all is either one of y'all trying to like hide your tracks at the crossroads area?
No.
Okay.
Maybe the rest of the team. Damien is not.
Yeah.
I know it's gonna like hop off the cart, shapeshift into her fox form, and just start sweeping the tracks that the wheels are creating with her tail.
Damien's gonna stop the cart, noticing that she jumped off.
Oh. So she transforms and sweeping, but you notice she keeps up with you as she's making sure there's no wheel pass, because this turns in. Yeah, she keeps up with you, and Grant, this is the first time you saw her do that.
An agile fox.
So you just look behind you. You only see your new ranger friend. You don't see your other one. You see a fox running behind you, sweeping her tail, covering up tracks.
You just see this fox, but she has like an overly exaggerated white hat that reminds you of the druid friend that you were just traveling with.
Okay.
If allowed, she's going to attempt to scoop Anilla up in, obviously, her natural form, shall we say, and kind of just give her the extra boost to get us closer to town quicker.
Okay. So it takes y'all probably another, after y'all y'all get a little bit quicker, and then make sure that there's no evidence that they can't really follow you no more, that it's too far in. Jump back on the wagon and Viking. And as you,
that's one of my friends.
But as you get closer, you start seeing like the town, and it's not a typical like town that you see at the beginning. It's like, see the tree lines, and you see like an elf settlement, a wood elf settlement in the tree lines, and there's
Are we
people.
familiar with the name of the town? Do we know it?
This one, no. This is like a town on the way to the actual bigger town. Gotcha. It's like just a little small village like. And as you get closer, you see 3 wood elves come down the tree. And as they do, they stand in the road looking up at you as you approach them on the wagon.
Hi!
Hello,
I'm
miss.
gonna give them the elven nod.
And when they see you, they nod back. And will y'all please bear with us for a minute? We're having to clear something up the road that some people have thrown in the road.
Do you need any assistance?
would be appreciated. We're not used to this. This is a small village, and for some reason, they just overnight they had all kinds of stuff in the road. We don't understand why.
Right,
No
let's get to
problem.
it.
All right.
I
She's
just
gonna
realized
literally.
it was-
Go on.
just realized. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
She's gonna snap her fingers and just summon the swarm to start tidying everything out.
Do that. The three that came down look at you, look at you, and then look back up at the trees, and like they're telling somebody something, but you don't hear it. And then, yeah, they actually clean up a lot of the like small pieces and stuff like that. They clear them out of the way. You have like two big tree bark that's like laying in the road still, but everything else is cleaned up by your little friends.
I was gonna say, I just realized that Anilla was still in her fox form, so when she said hi, all they got was like a little bark.
Well, just not looked at you and nodded their head like they understand. So these are wood elves. They are used to creatures, and they're not thinking anything other than that you're a fox.
Sweet.
They just figured you're one of their pets. So it takes you about 10 minutes to clear the path, but when you notice, after y'all cleared it, y'all notice it is kind of getting late. So they offer you a place to stay for the night because it is getting late and you don't want to be on the road because they tell you they've heard stories of some bandits and others that's been on the road at night, and it's unsafe for only two people and a fox to be on the road.
What do they offer us? Like a small hut or something?
Like in the trees, like all their locations in the trees. Think of like tree houses built
Gotcha.
like throughout the trees, and there's like ways to move around in the trees.
Probably connected by like wooden rope bridges, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of imagining the Wookiee village from Star Wars.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So as y'all go to sleep, y'all take the 8 hours. You ain't got to worry really about protection because you're in the middle of a wood elf area, but as y'all are they ask y'all if you want to eat with them and relax, and the elder looks over at your little flying friend on you and said, "Those must come in handy at times."
Yeah, they do. This one specifically, this is Flutter.
Ah, familiar. Are you from this area?
Not that I'm aware of. Mama raised me towards the south.
Okay, maybe you have family here. You are half elf, right?
As far as I'm aware.
Okay. Maybe some of your kin, maybe I know them. We do have close features to each other as family members.
Well, sadly, you probably know more about my family than what I do, because side of my mom, that's pretty much it.
And she looks at you and she goes, "So you know nothing of your other half?"
No, not really. It's kind of why I'm traveling a little bit. I kind of want to learn more about my heritage, shall we say.
And she sits with you and goes, before you take your rest, I can tell you some things if that you don't know, and y'all just have a like time where you sit and you learn things of the elf heritage in that area. And I'll basically saying that y'all are that the first elves that came to this area were protectors for the Sealy court to help protect against those that were working on the uprising, and that they were there, and their offspring went until it became a major population, and that there are some that are still reporting to the court, and there are family lines that are asked to return to the Feywild at times, and they must immediately leave everything and go if they are asked. It is their duty that by death if they do not go. And that's just the little bits and snips that you got as y'all were talking before she got tired and needed to go to rest.
That's like the how long time ago, if Damien may ask, like this thing happened.
This happened like while y'all were like just kind of easing off for the night and everything. Do either one of do you come out of your fox shape at any time during this?
I feel like at some point during dinner, like she hops on one of the chairs and then she just randomly transports back. She's like, "Ooh, food!"
Okay.
Nice idea of the erasing the marks.
Okay, and so as you pop up from your fox form and go food, they look at you like, okay, you are actually a person?
Yep, totally been a person. Always been a person. Yep, I'm a person.
Okay. And the elder looks over at you and goes, interesting. You must love animals to stay in that shape for so long.
Oh yeah. It's the reason why I always do it because I love animals. Yeah. Except for pigeons.
Screw the
What's wrong with
pigeons.
pigeons?
They've got rabies, don't you know that?
Evil. They're evil. Let's just say they're an arch nemesis of mine.
Gotcha.
And as
But what I was asking about, like the story about the elves being protectors, how long was the person describing how long ago it happened?
how long? Oh, this was like like it started like at before anyone that's around now, other than maybe a few elves, was even born. This
And the elves
happened
lived for hundreds of years, right?
They've been here for hundreds of years, yes. And
okay, so it's like few, humans have already been born.
Yeah, like literally the nations have rose and fell during this time.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. So, and this is the area you're going into now is like kind of like their section of the world, really. Like, there's others around, there's others that mingle with them, but it's like kind of the area that they hold to themselves. That most like full-blooded elves have an area in this area, and you're just getting into it, into the area. But
Gotcha.
do y'all ask them anything else before y'all go to sleep?
Yeah, just a quick question. We were kind of stalked by these two people that said they wanted to talk to us, but they nearly like took out our spinny thing on our cart. What like was there? Did anybody say anything about those kind of people?
Oh yes, they're probably bandits. We've been having issues lately since there's no protection from the capital this far out. They kind of try to hit people traveling here and there, and
Probably
all.
deserters.
So yeah, if they would have caught up with you or got you, it would have probably been a fight.
Well,
They
luckily-
tried and didn't
And-
succeed.
And they looked and they said, "Did they follow you
They did.
here?"
but we no,
And
we managed
as-
like
Okay, as he says here, he pops two fingers up and turns them in a circle, and you see 12 people at the tables get up, grab their bows, and gone before you can say anything.
well, no, well, I mean, we didn't really, we covered our tracks, so they shouldn't have followed us over here
How far did you cover the tracks?
to the fork in the road.
Okay. Then we should be okay. We thank you for that information, because that may be who trapped the road down there last night.
Well, they did throw some kind of ball at us, but I managed to intercept it a little bit. Kind of like they were trying to stop us because we refused to stop.
With y'all being so few, they were probably trying to take everything you had and leave you dead.
Any other news
Careful.
around here?
We keep to ourselves mostly. Most of the news goes to the town further up. We're just
No issues in the forest?
sorry.
No issues in the forest?
Same as any other day. And
That's good to hear.
they look over at her, knowing that she's a druid now, or figuring she's a druid because of her changing from fox to a person, and goes, she knows the forest ways. No, nothing out of the usual.
Yep, nothing out of the usual.
That's good to hear.
At that, they retire for the evening. They show y'all locations you can bed, and the elder looks at you at Anna and goes, "Do you want to be in fox or person form as you sleep?"
Oh, I'm okay with either.
Okay, and she shows you two options. She shows you a nice bed, or she shows you this little corner with like little hay and everything, like in the corner, just fluffed up with lots of hay, like makes it real padded area for a pet.
As a human, she will
Mhm.
walk over to the hay pile and sleep on the hay pile.
She looks, she goes, "That works too."
There's free bed, you know.
Yeah, but nothing beats a really nice hay bale.
I guess.
So at that, y'all retire for the evening. any slots y'all used on that little chase and all y'all gain back. And
Gotcha.
the next day, y'all continue on with no issues as y'all say goodbye to the ones there and tell y'all to come back if you ever wish to spend more time with them. And you just kind of figured out this is like a little nice, like, wood elf village that they don't really mess with anybody. They just do what they do and live.
I'm going to attempt to get the elder's name before I go to bed.
Samantha is her name. Yeah, you know exactly what you did to me. And the next morning, they feed y'all breakfast and just tell y'all, and all they tell y'all that they took care of y'all's horses and all down there, that they're well fed and everything, and there's no charge, and all y'all helped them clean up the debris. So, and that's about all really they say. They just tell you to have a safe ride and be careful.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
as continue, it takes y'all about another 3-4 hours, and you get to the main city. And as you enter, this is like a combination of a wood elf city and like a normal city that you know, and it's huge. You see in the trees around the area like houses and everything and ways to get around, but on the area below the clearing area, you see businesses and houses throughout the whole area.
And the architecture, as you mentioned, is half elven, half human.
Yeah, you see like half. It's actually a mixture of like Dwarven, Elvish, and human, is what you notice
Gotcha.
on the ground. In the up top, the ones that you can see look like it's kind of mixed between a wood elf and a human that would like try to hide out in trees and all.
Since Damien was a little bit absent, he's gonna ask the party around if we know anything about the artifacts, like what specifically
well-
they might be.
Well, we do know that the one in the forest specifically is we've got to find it in a veil of whispered secrets amongst ancient trees. And it's like a grove where shadows bend. So I kind of think we may have to look for some kind of like grove.
Yeah, we'll have to ask around about the grove.
If there's any people around, I mean, it is a forest.
Do we see any sign for the name of the city?
As you enter, and you know that it's like it's a big city and all, but it's like not as guarded as the capital was. You see a few soldiers and they just look at you as you come in, but as you enter, you see that on the sign it says Whispering Pines North.
Whispered Pines, sorry?
Yeah, Whispering Pines North. They basically took
Gotcha.
the name of the area and just added north to their town. It's like their settlement. Yeah.
And do we know the name of the capital that we just left?
Yeah, Cathedral Prime. It is the actual capital of the whole like continent.
Gotcha.
These in this area, and I'll report to their higher ups, but like these higher ups report to that city.
Where do you guys think we should head to ask around about this grove?
Maybe some kind of, if there's like some kind of library or something, maybe they could have maps of the area, although at least
Yeah, that's a
like the
good
way
idea.
they used to be.
If it were up to me, I would hit City Watch just because I know how to talk to them.
Okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can find. Yeah, it's easy to find the city watch because them being throughout this area and all. And it's not like they have like a one little like stronghold there. You just see them walking around. You can tell by what they're wearing that they're the city watch.
Should we head to the City Watch first then? I'm asking the party, or Damien's
Yeah.
asking the party.
Yeah, we can head over there first.
All right.
Okay, as y'all head up, y'all notice an area that there's like a few of them sitting at a table, and all just chilling out, talking. And behind it, you see it's like kind of like a restaurant, like where they're just relaxing and sitting there.
What type of individuals are they? Are they like elves, humans, a mix?
They're a mix, and
Old,
you
young.
see half elves, see a few just full elves that they look like they're in there for elf. They look very young.
Just regular foot watch, right? Just as a regular
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are these the Dawnbringers, or are these just the regular City Watch?
These are just the regular city watch for this area.
Okay.
Damien's gonna jokingly approach them and say, "Lollygagging soldiers."
And they look at you and go, "Hey, we're on our break."
Fair enough.
They all say that in unison.
That's what they all say. Always on a break.
Quite literally, it seems.
What can we do for you?
I used to say I was on a break.
I don't know what they break, but
Well, as do you have your suit of armor on, or like a thing showing what company and stuff like that you be with, or family crest on any part of your clothing you're wearing now?
Yeah.
Okay. As they look at you and they go, "Well, nobles are always on their break," I thought, as they just laugh and all, knowing that it's a joke and all that. They know the royals actually do as much as they do, but they just all look
See
at
that
you.
soldier, and then as they point towards the herb, there's also rank on the other shoulder. Not noble after all.
What can we do for you? Because if you're out here, you're not on a official outing. Because they're just sitting there relaxing, talking to you.
That's the thing. Well, should I say we all are on official business, and she'll show the seal of the Queen.
And as you show the seal of the Queen, every single one of them are up at attention and in formation, like you would see like the Dawnbringers standing at attention for inspection by the Queen.
These
They
soldiers.
Go, how can we be of service, ma'am, sir?
Well, looking for a grove.
Any groves? What grove do you seek?
Well, we were told that this grove is where the shadows bend, and it's kind of like...
As you say that, they look at you and go, put their hand up like to stop you from talking, and look and go, "Let's not speak of this in public. Come with us." And they take you into a building close to where you were at, and it's like as you walk in, you see it's like kind of like their bedding area and like an office for them.
Mhm.
And they go, everyone here has heard the stories, know the stories, but we do not know which grove that it speaks of. But there may be one that does. Must seek her out. But warning, she will only meet with someone that she deems worthy.
Stop talking in riddles, soldiers. Who are you talking about?
Look at each other, they go, Elder, let me spell this, and once I spell it, one of y'all say it better for me, because I keep saying it wrong.
If you can't do English.
Yeah. TH.
You can type it in Discord as well, if you're more comfortable with that.
I might. Putting it in the campaign news.
Gotcha.
And her they all call her Elder. But then okay, there you go.
Palindra.
And they go, the only way to meet with her is to find the Grove of Echoes. We do not know where it's at. We've never met her outside of her coming to the town to get things she needs. But
Does
she
she
is
come regularly?
only when she needs to. She uses the land. She lives off the land the most she can.
All right, soldiers.
She comes
Oh,
for elder meetings mainly is what she comes for, and then she gets what she needs, and that's only once every couple of months unless there's an emergency, and somehow she finds out about it. We don't know how.
Gotcha. You can go back to work if none of my friends have any more questions. You were very useful.
I am going to like kind of like look around the place and see if there's like any like rats or something like, and then she like if she finds like any like little critters around in the place, she's going to cast speak with animals to see that maybe they might know, maybe they might be keeping something away from us, and like maybe they know a little something.
Okay. Looking around, do see the corner a cat laying over in the corner. But as far as animals, that's the only animal you see. Probably because the cat's in there, it keeps out the rats. And
Talk to the cat then.
Okay.
I'm not saying that as any character.
Hello, animal friends. Talk. I'd like to hear like a little bird chirp, and like she'll cast speak. That's how she'll cast speak with animals. And then she'll kind of like.
Here's the bird chirp. It wakes up and looks up.
Hello. I was wondering if we can talk for just a moment, please.
Yeah, but you're not a bird.
Well, yeah, but it's more along the lines of like using like certain sounds to like to commune with nature, so that way I can use these spells, so that way you and I can talk. It's a long story, but listen.
Okay.
I need like a little bit of advice because you might have heard maybe a little something about a grove.
There's many around here.
Something to do with shadows.
They all cast shadows. I'm a cat, woman.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like it like in a maybe like a metaphorical, like maybe like a metaphorical sense, if that's the word. That's that the word? Yeah, I think that's the word.
Yeah.
If you don't like not like or like something along those lines, like you know how humans are, they're very poetic and very wordy.
Yeah, they are. That's why I sleep most of the time. But I know maybe the elder can help you. I know she's in the Grove of Echoes, and if you can speak with me, you can find your way there. You just need to speak with the spirits of the forest as y'all are searching. I would head out west to begin with. That's the way she walks out of the town when she leaves.
West,
Okay.
got it.
You got it. Thank you so much. And she's gonna give him a little pat on the head.
Dude, she just runs her hand up on your head and like, that feels good. Right there. Yeah.
Here we go. And I got that little spot, like, well, like we're just right above the tail, or like, ah.
Like, you come back.
Totally will. And then as she turns away, she's gonna say to herself, "Damn it, I want to be petted now."
Damien's gonna pat her on her head lightly.
But that's what you get from Kitty Cat. Was that basically the same information she told you how to find it.
Got it.
So,
She will relay that to what she relay that to her friends, though.
okay. So at that, what do y'all then? I know y'all already leaving the building, but what do you do then?
Let's walk around town. Maybe there's something, maybe more people need our help, or maybe, like maybe we could get some more info on this grove.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Y'all are going to try to talk to others in the town you would think might have information on. And remember, she is an elder. Somehow she does know when there's meetings in the town.
Is there like druids in town? Can we ask?
Well-
Are we aware where the druids are?
Oh, you wouldn't, because like your companion wouldn't know unless they let you, unless they had something on them that signifies that they are. And here,
What about the elders that the soldiers talked about? Can we go to them?
Now the elders could find them easily just by asking anyone where you could find an elder at.
Yeah, Damien's gonna do that.
You're walking around, and you see a couple of stores, shopkeep, and selling wares. And I mean, out of anybody, a business owner would probably be the best to tell you where you can find the elders. You see a blacksmith shop, a furniture like shop and a play like a restaurant you already saw. You knew that was there. That's where y'all met the guards at. And then there's a like a wares general light store.
What do you guys think? Where should we go?
Who would know more about it? The first place was the blacksmith. What were the other two places? Or
The other places,
Restaurant and furniture store.
yeah, furniture store, and then like a general store that has like just like
Probably the
general
restaurant because I should imagine she comes in to eat.
Yeah, we could ask around.
yeah. And then like maybe we'll like find out like what her favorite food is, and we could bring it to her, and like she'd be really really happy.
Could even eat something ourselves.
Yeah, I could do with something nice. I'm kind of missing having a little bit of munchies.
To the restaurant.
Oh, and you see this full elf behind the counter, long blonde hair. As you walk up, she looks over and she goes, "How may I help today? You're comers."
Table for free and some information.
You are going to eat, right?
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. Table for free.
Okay.
I
And-
mean, why won't we come here if we're not going to eat?
Well, there are some that want information, but they don't want nothing from us. So, yeah. And she points you to the open table and goes, what you drinking?"
You guys up for some beer?
Yeah, I could do with some. Do you happen to have any honey mead?
Oh, I would kill for honey mead.
Uh,
Both in character and out of character.
I know that feeling.
She goes, "Yes, we have plenty."
Oh man, I want some mead. My god.
We'll take a barrel of that if possible, please.
Or any food?
Yeah, what do you actually have to offer?
Well, we
Dude, I'm getting hungry.
have some berry stew. We have some beer.
Dear, please.
We have a few Cebu's. What
do you happen to have any rat?
over at you goes, "Just a second, let me check." He walks back and you hear mumbling. We can find you some. Give us about 5 minutes.
Rotisserie style is the best.
Do you happen to have any mushroom and Swiss melts?
Plenty of mushrooms. We can make you something like that.
I kind of fancy a mushroom with Swiss cheese and a rustic sourdough.
Do you happen to have any information about Taliandra?
Goes, "Oh, Elder, I can tell you a little bit, but I only know when she comes into town for meetings and to get a few things. She'll sometimes stop and get something to eat and drink before she heads out."
When was the last time that she came here?
Oh, that was the last meeting. That was probably about a month and a half ago.
How often does she come?
Oh, there's the meetings, which happens about every 3 months. And
Also 1.5 more months. That's not good.
oh yeah, she won't be back probably till then. You know, she pretty much has everything she needs where she goes.
Do you happen to know where she goes?
The Grove of Echoes. That's
And where is that?
that I do not know. That is protected. That is a sacred place, and only those invited are allowed to go. It is a
might not
very
know.
sacred place. One of the elders, they may can give you a direction, but I don't even know if any of them have been there recently.
Well, you were most helpful.
And as
Now,
she
all we gotta do is talk to Elder.
as she said that, she goes, "When you get done eating, I can point you towards some of the elders that may know some information."
That would be lovely.
Also, what's her favorite food when she comes here?
She most times she a lot of like lettuce, vegetable things is what she eats a lot of times when she comes in. Says it helps with her journey back.
Okay, thank you.
You are lovely.
Yes. No, I've been told. And at that, she gives you y'all's mead, points y'all to the table, and they start working on y'all's food. As you're sitting there, about 7 minutes later, all y'all's food is delivered. And she goes, "Sorry for the delay. Had a little problem sourcing some of the items, and we thought we need to go back out and gather some stuff. But here you go." And she lays each of your orders on you, in front of you.
They really cooked her a rat, didn't they?
They did.
She was like,
Damien's gonna wait to eat until he sees her devour a rat.
And the thing you notice is that she didn't even second think when you asked her for it.
crazy.
I thought I've seen everything.
She takes like a messy bite out of her rat, and she goes, "Man, this place has everything. Usually when I go to other places,
Try.
they look at me like I'm weird."
And she hears that, walks back over to you, and in your ear goes, "Good," and walks off.
So, is it good? Do you like it?
Yeah, you want to try a piece?
Ah, I'm good. I'm good.
So
Keep
as
yourself
you
for me.
as y'all enjoy watching her eat her rat, and y'all enjoy y'all's meal, after you get done, she walks back over to y'all, asks y'all if y'all want a refill, and tells y'all the names of the elders in the area, and I'm sending that to y'all's Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to the campaign news, and tells y'all that the elder most of the time about this time are relaxing at the same spot over by the pond.
Which one is relaxing by the pond?
Like all
The
of
first
them.
one?
But like all of them are
all
usually
of them.
relaxing by the pond.
Gotcha. Right now.
Yeah, around this time usually.
Okay, then we better get going. Let's finish up and go then.
Vanilla has eaten all of her rat, leaving nothing but a skeleton of a rat.
Damien's gonna eat with like soldier speed, just no. Scoop after scoop.
Slurps up the tail like a spaghetti noodle.
And at that, y'all walk. She tells you like the location of the pond because it's like in a little area that you have to walk out town to get to. And as you come up on the pond, notice the three elders actually sitting on a bench beside the pond, and it looks like they're just meditating.
How do they look like?
Okay. Which Eldon is a elf, long silver hair, green eyes, and wears for an elf it would like a unusual thing, but like looks like human pants, made pants, and a nice like shirt. He in Star Whisperer looks like has long silver hair too, but is wearing like a green like dress, and it's not snug. It's very loose made, and beside her you see like a staff house sitting beside her, and
Are they nobility? Do they look noble?
they're elves.
Wearing nice clothes?
With what they're wearing, all you can't really tell from where you're at looking at their backs.
They look like commoners.
No, they're just elves that you can sense that with the style, the material they have with their clothes, that they're well off. But that's all you can tell from looking at their back.
Gotcha.
I am going to walk over, but I'm just going to join in the meditation to attempt to meditate with them.
Okay. As you sat down,
Just scoop over.
yeah. As you sat down and start trying to meditate, which one do you sit beside?
I'm going to sit next to the one with the silver hair.
Okay. Star Whisperer.
Yes.
Okay. As you sit beside her and you start trying to same as they're doing, she just turns and she lays her hand on your knee and just stays like that. As she does, you see them, but they're not where y'all are at. See them, you're basically in your mind, you're teleported to another location. And at that, as you look up, see another woman who you expect is actually the elder that you're looking for. He's sitting beside a small little nice like pond area, lake area, and they're actually talking. As they see suddenly appear, they go, "Look, a new one."
Hello.
It's one adorable hello.
And as sees you, She looks at you, she smiles, and she goes, "In the wild, dance with grace, a creature of twilight chase. Now you walk on to not full, yet your spirit knows the ancient lore. Once were fur, now flesh and bone, yet deep with..." I'm not going to finish that part. "From shadows edged that they like being, your path will shine as in a dream. A heart that's wild, a mind that's neat. You'll the gap which seen and unseen. Cunning sharp and courage great deep the weight the likes of. Seek wisdom in the past, through the ages it will last. Embrace the change, both old and greatness will do." As she says that and looks at you, she goes, "Well, how did you find us, my small friend?"
Well, we did ask around. I'm actually on a quest with a couple of other people for the queen lady.
Queen needs my assistance.
Uh, yeah. She mentioned something about artifacts, and then we did some studying, and there was also like something about a veil, about like a grove with shadows.
Did you with others? They would.
Yeah. I just didn't want to interrupt meditation because I know Mama May did that a lot, and she'd get really angry when you like interrupt her meditation. So
As
I
as you
hear you.
say her name, they other three look at you and looks at you and just smiles and goes, "He was a..."
Why do people been saying that?
Was what she was. So y'all see,
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind coming out to talk to us for a little bit.
I'm able to come from where I'm at, but may come to where I'm at. Ask your forest friends. They will, and that accompany you. They have impure intention. They will not pass. Warn you now.
I mean, they seem like really good people.
Y'all see. And at that, looks over at the other two. Our meeting can continue later. Please help travelers in their way. And at that, they both look and disappear.
Was
And
it all happening
no, this is
in
happening
her head, or
in her
do we
in her
see it?
yeah, in her head.
Gotcha.
All y'all see is the elders and her sitting there.
Gotcha. And the fourth elder showed up in her head, right? Gotcha. Now I understand.
And so they disappeared, and after about 3-4 minutes, you see the elders start looking around, and the two that is not right beside her, side Anna, them two get up and turn around and start walking towards y'all. The other one, she's awake and sees, but she doesn't move. Still has her hand on her leg, and in the mind, the elder tells you, "I will see, and remember what I told you, what I said as you saw me."
I will do my best to remember.
And at that, y'all come back. And on their side, they just see the elder take her hand off your leg, and you're brought back.
How long
Guys,
did it take?
That was only like about 5-7 minutes.
Oh
Guys,
my god.
you're not gonna believe this.
We're just standing next to watching.
You're
the
not gonna
episode.
believe this. I was over there, but then but I was still over here when I was over there and being over here and over there and over here and over there. And
One of the elders starts patting you on the shoulder, going, "I'm down. I'm down. I won't understand you." And as she pets you, Star Whisper, she turns around and she puts her hand on your hair and just rubs it down your hair, and then goes, "Okay, we were told that you need our assistance." As she looks at the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking for Echo Grove.
We were just had a meeting older and told us to what we can. All we can tell you is the direction to go, and your friend here can help you the rest of the way. Her ability. And she looks over at you and goes, "You may have those for a ranger, no?"
Hey, how did you figure that out? Is it the bow?
Goes, "I've seen." And she looks, goes, "Many half elves go toward that profession. It is an honest profession." And then goes, "Yes, we'll help you and bring you to or try to not go, but how to carry your time."
Go ahead.
And as she says that, Eldraine looks and goes, "Yes, I can never outfoot growth, but hopefully hearts are pure and you have no lasting effects of the past." And at that, he turns to them and he just walks away.
I don't know what that was supposed to be, but it kind of sounded a little bit ominous.
And Silver Whisper and Bright Song looks over and goes, "He's still dealing with things that not overcome. Come. Well, she said it was for the Queen sent y'all on a quest. Somebody?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll point you there. But as she warned her, only those pure can enter the area, so be careful."
I put in a good word for you, though.
Thank you.
He just looks and smiles as he leads the way toward the west of the city and points you in the direction that Grove is in. And she goes, "It is very protected. And once you get close, we'll be able to find it." And at that, she leaves as y'all journey toward the direction she told you.
Mm-hmm.
And So y'all travel probably about an hour or two, and y'all just traveling through forest and all nice trees. You're in a shaded area. It feels good. Wind blowing, and you just traveling that direction. And if y'all do, as y'all are walking, as in if y'all are trying to find it, stuff like that.
Along the way, I have speak with animals up, and I'm keeping an eye out on like any like particular like little wooden animals or like animals that are like around like native to the area to
Okay.
start conversation and see what they could tell me.
As you're walking, you see out of the corner of your eye, raccoon like skirt off in one direction, and you see a deer come out from another direction, run, and once they see you, starts to run in the other direction.
She'll get the spell back up. Animal pals, to let's chat. Oh, okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Don't go anywhere.
Deer and the raccoon both look at you. They look at each other, back at you like, huh?
I just wanted to ask you guys a couple questions. Don't worry, it'll be really quick, and then you could go about your lives, foraging or eating grass.
Raccoon actually turns around and starts walking towards you. The deer just looks past you and looks at Damien. And Motion looks at you and goes, him?
He's a nice guy. He's not gonna hurt anybody. He may have like he may be like the big muscle person, but he's a really nice person.
A little skittish, but starts walking closer to you. And by that time, the raccoon's standing at your feet on hind legs, looking up like, "What you want?"
Knowing her way around the animal kingdom, she knows how like their attitudes are, so she like mimics that same thing. It's like, I'm here looking for a grove of shadows, a veil of echoes, something along those lines.
The elder's place.
Yeah, the elder's place.
Oh
The-
yeah, I can
That's the
point
one.
you toward the direction, but no, got others protecting it too. You know that, right? It's like some kind of sacred place.
Well, I mean, I did kind of keep talk to her for a little bit through the crossing of the legs and the humming, but like I'm sure we could get ourselves around them here. These guys are pure of heart, right, guys?
Don't even know what that's supposed to mean. So I can't answer that specifically.
I don't think there's a perfect person in the world. I'm not one either.
Well, no, I mean like they're like you're nice people. You're good people, right?
Been told I
I'd
am.
say grey.
As you say this, the deer walks up and looks up at you and goes, "Pure in heart means that they have non-negative motion toward their goal and toward the area they are coming to." And he looks over at them, looks at you. He like waits for you to tell him, and then looks down at his friend and goes, "Sure about this?" The raccoon's, "What could go wrong?"
She'll relay that back to the party. That's basically what it means.
And
It
they
means
go,
you got no negative feelings towards our goals and ill intentions. So don't be sick.
and they look at each other and goes, "Hey, her guardian will take care of them if anything." And they both look and go, "Yeah, head about 5 miles due east from this location. And when you get close, you'll see a couple of rocks, like in a weird shape. And when you get there, you're at the entrance, but I don't know how humans pass it. We're able to pass through with no problem. But there's some kind of protection around it. You can't see it unless something other happens. We don't know. We've never understood it."
I mean, I'm sure like once we get there, we'll figure it out.
Sure, sure.
Only one way to find out.
And at that, they look and go, the raccoon goes, "So, what I get for this? I gave you information. What I get in return?"
Hold on for just 1 second, and she'll take like some like seeds, some like vegetable seeds out, and she'll use Druidcraft to like grow them. She's like, will this do?
Yeah.
There you go.
Need more information? He puts it in his mouth and runs off. The deer looks and goes, "I just asked to be let go."
Yeah, go ahead. Go do what you do.
And he turns around and runs off.
Learn something?
Yeah. 5 miles down that way, and she'll point down to the direction that the raccoon told her.
Is it the correct direction?
And all y'all saw from the raccoon was it on its hind legs and it like doing hand motions, pointing and doing different things with its hand. And then at the end, you just see it grab the food that she held out to it, put it in its mouth, turn around, and just started just booking it.
The way he was talking, I pictured him with like a little splinter, like a toothpick, just hanging from his mouth.
What you doing here, cowboy?
And so y'all venture toward the grove, and as you get there, you see what he's talking about. You see the little rocks on the stones, and little different little shapes and things that's in there. But it does feel weird in this area. And you being a druid, you know there's some kind of magic that's affecting this area. But as you look around, you see on top of the rocks in the corner, you see these two little eyes poking out from the rock, and it's just looking at you.
Guys, don't look now. But there's a seeing rock.
Oh,
Damien's
What?
gonna instantly look.
And you just see these two eyeballs looking out of a rock.
On
There's
top
a
of the
grove.
rock?
It's not the rock, but like inside, like a hole, you see two eyes popped up.
Morning.
Hello? It's okay.
Hi
we're
there.
not gonna help you.
All of a sudden, you see a squirrel come out, stand on its hind legs, and look at you like,
What is it that I see?
"Squirrel."
A squirrel. Oh,
Well,
hello.
It's got a nut in its mouth and just chewing with its hands like holding on to it, looking at you.
We're here to speak to Miss Elder Lady.
Have you cast talking with animals again?
Yes.
Okay. It looks at you and goes, "What's in it for me? They want something in return."
You want something in return? Okay. They can only grow greens and stuff, and you guys eat nuts.
And nuts is what I find right now.
Oh, hmm. She's like, do you like certain vegetables? Oh, wait a minute, I know. And she'll cast Goodberry, and she'll be like, will these do?
It's down its nut, grabs the berries, hands, and goes, and it finishes the berries that you gave it. It takes its nut, looks at the hole, puts it back in the hole, and goes, "Just a minute," and it runs through an area and disappears. About a minute later, all of a sudden, a magical field just dissolves, and you see a grove, and it's mostly wooded area. Within the center is a small house with a small pond area, which you recognize as where she was sitting, and a vegetable garden on the side. But that's what you see as the veil drops.
So we could like walk through it.
Yeah.
No problem. Okay.
And try.
And I was gonna make an attempt to walk through.
Okay. You walk through, no problem.
Guys, it's easy. Come join me.
Damien's gonna follow her.
As you walk through, feel like a weird sense, but other than that, nothing.
I am also going to attempt to go through.
As you walk through, you have a strange sense, but your swarm kind of like it stops for a minute and then it comes back to you and then continues on. It was like there was some kind of like testing light thing that you couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk in, do y'all go up to the house or what do you do?
Anilla.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
search around.
As you walk up to the house, who knocks on the door? Or do you knock on the door?
Yeah.
As you knock, door opens and you see behind the door this woman elf has long silver white hair going down to her waist, and it's adorned with small flowers and leaves throughout her hair. Her eyes are deep forest green with a little bit of gold in them. Her skin is fair and smooth, and it's got a glow like a typical of elves do. Notice in the older elves, there's like their skin has like a glow to it. And she's wearing flowery robes, and it's in straight shades of green and brown. And she looks only in her 50s by like human years. She looks at y'all. She goes, "Ah, so we meet again. You have found your way."
Yeah. She's like
And
so proud of herself. Yeah.
Who's like, where are y'all like located, like in the way y'all are lined up at the door? Like who's in the middle and who's on the sides?
So Illy's definitely more towards the back. Like Yana is just stood there. She's got flutter on her shoulder and she's not really approaching. She's just staying there and kind of trying to look as intimidating as possible if needed.
Okay. So it goes.
Damien's gonna follow Anita.
Okay. So as she looks over at you, she looks to you, Damien, goes, "Ah, once a knight of noble grace, and battles roar and courts embrace. Yet now you walk a different road, a heart's own quest, a lighter load. In armor bright with banner high, served with pride under the sky. But strength is more than sword and shield. It's found within, where truth's revealed. A soldier's duty, a noble cause. Yet life is filled with many laws. The path you choose, the heart must guide. In honor's light, lest fears subside. For purpose lies not just in war, but in the peace you now explore. The world awaits your wisdom true. In every step, valor goes. Sorry, that happens sometimes.
It was beautiful.
He goes.
I think it's neat.
She looks and she goes, "Is it just you two?"
Well, my friend Ileana's back there.
Looks back, she goes, "I sensed another." And do you walk up yet? Or closer to her?
No, she's just gonna stay behind, like she's gonna stay by the door, but she's gonna send Flutter up to just gently perch on the elder's shoulder.
Okay. As she does, she looks, she goes, Hi, little friend. Come. There's nothing to fear here. You're protected. You're the first, and she looks at Damien. You are the first human to step ground here. And there's not been many half-elves that have passed this area. And she looks at Neela and she goes, well, I'm sure you understand many have came not exactly like you, but close.
Yeah.
Goes,
I definitely remember.
come. Your friend has no problems. Come inside. Have a seat. Tell me what it is you seek.
First things first, she's gonna like walk over to Ileana and just be like, come on, let's go.
You actually
I
trying to
don't-
like drag her in?
Trying to drag her.
I don't do people. You should know that by now, Anilla. You've only been with me, what, 2 days? And I don't like people.
But we were
And
just being
she
nice.
looks and she goes, I understand that. Please, you don't have to be close to me. Come in. Have a seat over there. And she points to a door, a seat close to the door.
she'll go stand behind the seat with her back towards the door because she doesn't like anybody approaching from behind. But she will get closer.
As you do, as you pass the actual door mark, see her eyes go gold because you observe a lot more. You see her eyes go gold, and she starts in the forest deep where shadows play. A secret path will light your way. A bond of blood, both strong and true, will guide your heart through trails faced and tears you shed. The answers lie up, just up ahead. A, a father's love, a timeless tread, in fate's own web, both are led. The winds of change are soon to blow, revealing truths you long to know. A moon's soft glow and sun's bright ray, your journey's end is but a day. Look to the stars, their patterns clear, for they will guide you ever near. A whispered name, gentle sign, the one you seek soon shall find. And then her eyes go back to the normal green with just a little bit of gold in them.
May I make an insight check to see if it's actually her that's talking or if somebody is talking through her?
Yeah, go ahead.
19.
Okay, you sense that it is her talking, but it's like there's a change that happens to her at times. And you have a sense that she really doesn't control it. But
What
it's
are
not.
you?
She looks, she goes, I'm an elf.
You're more than that.
Well, I am an elder, one of the oldest elders. And remember, she only looks about 50 to you in elf, as far as an elf years, in years, elf years, is what she looks to you. And she hadn't said that's how she is, just that's what she appears to be. Because I'm an elf. I am protector of this grove. And she goes, I heard y'all y'all seeked me out for advice. And if I understood our friend here, there was something about shadows.
We're
Oh god, sorry.
we're looking for a dark triad.
That is things I have heard. We have stories of them. And I am a keeper of that lore. Only a few are entitled to know it. If I understood you right, you are here on the Queen's behalf.
Yeah.
We are. And she'll draw the seal
Just
to
a
show
little
her.
bit
As
off
she
topic.
sees,
Exactly in an hour I have
yeah,
to go. I'm sorry.
as she sees that, she goes, "Yes, may the gods protect her." She goes, "I can give you information I have, and on the one that I have knowledge of, it's centuries old." And she goes, "In forest deep where shadows lie, A secret waits beneath the sky. The edge of night where light does fade, a hidden path through twilight's shade. 3 stones mark the entrance to the truth, each one etched with symbols. The first of dawn, the last of night. The middle holds the moon's soft light. When shadows stretch and daylight winds, whispered words of ancient names, in silent deep, door will part, revealing secrets of the heart. Seek the grove where whispers speak, and ancient trees their counsel keep. There lies the edge of shadow's might, a place where dark and light unite. He goes, this is a riddle that has been told of its location for many, many centuries.
Please, can you post that in the campaign news so then I've got a copy of it?
Yeah, I'm going to post this and the other riddles. I'll post them in there so y'all can actually get them. Because I know it's too much to try
You mean
to...
to tell me that the Shadow Conclave is centuries old?
Yeah, these artifacts are centuries old. There's a reason there's very little information about them. And you have to find the right people to get the information from. And as she does, she looks up, she goes, I'm sorry I cannot help you more information than that. But I do know it is in this area of Wildwood Forest, but it is hitting very well. It must be, because the cult would find it if not. And I believe that the Unseemly Council has started helping in the cult's efforts to find these items.
Oh, great. So we've got them to deal with as well.
To what end, I do not know. But the guardian of the Sealing Council has done his job. He has protected us from the Fey realm influences as much as he can. And hopefully soon the next guardian take his place will go as well. And as she says that, she looks over there at the chair where you're standing behind and looks at your friend. Is he still sitting on her shoulder?
Yeah.
Looks at her friend and whispers in its ear, in its like ear, so called, and I'll whispers with need help soon. Protect her or what she found out. Change her life for her. And she goes back to her. And your little friend flies back over to your shoulder. But all you could hear when she was referring to him was protect her. And she goes, now, if y'all must probably be ready to go unless you have any other questions of that item. I have some information through what I have had, but that's all the information I have on the location of.
What's this place?
I know not where exactly it is located.
I mean the grove you're
Oh.
in.
Oh, yeah. This is a protected sacred site for all elves. This location, and she looks at each of you. Sacred place, please tell no one that you've been here or where it's located. Not even the queen must know. She understands, will understand. Unless the queen comes herself, no, she is not to know the whereabouts of this location. He
Nilla
goes,
will make a zipping motion with her lips.
he goes, this is the location that the first elves came to this world. That she looks at the pool in front, goes, that is a portal to the court. That's why this bubble, that's why this protection must be here. No one should be allowed in or out without authorization from the court. And she looks around, she goes, soon we'll understand why. But until then, no. And she looks, she goes, how old do you think I am?
At least,
She turns and she just starts patting you on the head, rubbing you and going, that is okay. She looks at all y'all and she goes, I am one of the oldest elves around still. I am over 1,000 years old. And
That's remarkable.
It is because I protect this location. I only venture out if I must.
Must have seen all kinds of wonders of this world.
I have seen many come and I have seen many go. None as good as the family that is currently for over 500 years. They have ruled this land and have done it honorably. And that is why the court backs them. Because I am a member of the court. And y'all just met one of the setting council members of this daily goes, my job is to protect this land, this world, from those that should harm from ours. If you ever need anything, just ask. If it's in my power, I will help. But some things must be done by you alone. So, at that, is there anything else you want to ask her?
I mean, I got so many questions. She's been alive for such a long time. She have so many stories. But we've got no time. We must press onward.
Just one more question. How do you know Mama May?
She was young. She came to me, not here, but she heard about me, and she wanted to learn something. I helped her, told her where to learn more, and sent her on her way. And she looks down at you, goes, for the outcome of her travels and her knowledge.
Yes, because she birthed me naturally. Totally. Yes. Yes, she human normal human birth.
True to her, you'll be fine. And oh, those shiny things, that's called money. You need them in the world you are now having to deal with.
Honey, that's a stupid name. I like calling them sun circles and moon circles and bark circles.
Call them what you like, but don't throw them on the ground. You need those at some point, okay?
Oh, right. Gotcha. I will hold on to whatever circles I get.
Here you go. He looks over at Leela and goes, Mother Maid did shelter her a whole lot.
I'll try my best to, but at the end of the day, I can only help as much as she allows.
True. And she is a rascal. And she
Don't know
goes,
her well enough yet.
hopefully grow on each other. And at that, she goes, now, if there's nothing else at this time, I need to get a few things done around the pool.
Yeah, of course.
Just go back out the way you came, and you should be fine. And if you need me again, come to the same location. And my little friend out there, come to think of it, I don't know his name actually this time around. I've had many watchers, and he's kind of new. To ask him that. Thank you. I need to ask him next time he comes in what his name. But just go to that rock, and my guardian will always be there, whoever. And they will always be different ways in, but it'll always that have pure intent come in. Feeding him berries
Oh, gotcha.
was the way to. He's a hungry little. He'll eat anything. And she goes, until next time.
You have a good rest of your evening, and she'll Jared craft like a couple of flowers to like lay on like the little table that she has as like a little decoration before leaving.
Well, thank you. And as y'all leave, and you go back out the same way, y'all travel back toward that town, or do y'all go in a different direction once you get out of the Grove area?
Davin's gonna ask the party about their opinion on which route we should head.
I think we need to try and figure out this riddle. Figure out the way we need to go.
Yeah, any ideas about that?
Not really at the moment.
Let me look at my notes if they're there.
Did anybody can somebody post what the riddle was?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
So that way I can just read it over.
I was going to just send the whole Google document, but I can't do that because it has information y'all can't. So.
Gotcha.
Why'd you put your
Makes sense.
social security number in it?
Didn't mean to. Okay, there you go.
Where is it?
In D&D campaign news.
Okay, there we go.
I meant to hit the notes, but I hit the one above it.
Well, I mean, we can always set up camp, and then we could and sit around the campfire for a bit, try and figure it out. Because
Yeah.
we need to explore the forest a little bit more in order to actually.
And
do it.
I would personally suggest we take camp near the roads, just in case Here and Kang are able to find their way to us, but we don't know.
Those bandits were nasty.
I don't think it'd be an issue for them bandits if we're around.
Right.
We can just take watch.
So y'all just gonna set up camp.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
remember, y'all do have the horse. Did y'all take the horse and buggy into the woods, would you, or did y'all leave that in town?
We would have left it in the city.
Okay, that's why I was checking because so I knew if you had the wagon or not. So, so all right. So y'all just have what y'all packed to go in. Okay.
Yeah.
So sleep rolls, tents, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all set up camp. Nothing happened. Y'all see a few animals go here and there. Give me a perception check, all of y'all.
Nope.
$22.
6.
So, Tree, see a raven looking down at you.
Hello again. Is it did it look like the raven that we met last time at the castle?
Does it has that same silver little line on the side of it, feather, and you can see, and she can see it. You just see something up there. See, there's something up there, but you don't know. You didn't see all of it.
She'll hold her hand up again for him to land.
And he comes down, and you saw it as well, Damien. And then next thing you see is it coming down and landing on her hand. Looks over at you and goes and bows its head.
She'll
And
bow
then
right back.
at that, it flies off of you, flies on the ground, and transforms into
Hey, Samson.
Samson. So, how have y'all been doing? I was asked to check in to make sure you're all okay. The Queen, sorry, but the Queen did request all your associates from that you met earlier on something. We'll have them back to you as soon as we can. Everything going okay with you all?
We might be heading in the right direction. We're still a little confused, but we're slowly starting to piece little things together.
Looks at you and he goes, "What confuses you? Maybe I can help."
We were given a riddle for the grove that we're looking for, but we're a little
And
we're not too sure of the layout here.
looks. He goes, "Well, I know the layout very well. Tell me the riddle. Do y'all recite the riddle back to him?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He goes,
Can we roll our performance?
Your role performance. I want to do that, please.
See how well we're able to
"Oh, ahead."
like mimic it.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Go
Terrible
ahead.
at it.
Day 20.
Y'all,
I barely remember anything.
y'all. Okay, y'all with the 20s. One of y'all want to actually, because the riddle's in the Discord. One of y'all want to actually try it out.
What rock paper scissors it?
In forest, there was a shadow.
Thanks, Emery. Yeah, I'm having to use my mic on my my thing. My other mic's not wanting to work for stream.
Something about a secret that was waiting somewhere.
In the forest deep where shadows lie, a secret waits beneath the sky. The edge of night where light does fade, hidden path in twilight shade. Your turn, Eliana.
Well, thinking about that first passage, it kind of sounds like we can only find the path at dusk.
That
And there
does
are going
make
to be
sense.
3 stones that mark the entrance, each one edged with symbols. One of the dawn, one of the night, and then the middle one will hold like a light, like a moon's glow. So we've got to look out for 3 stone symbols, and the middle one is going to be brighter than the others.
When shadows stretch and daylight wanes, whisper words and ancient names. In silence deep, the door will part, revealing the secrets of the heart.
You have such good memory.
Yay!
But what ancient names? Maybe Philandra or something?
Maybe it's like an old name, like Gertrude.
Victoria.
Talindra is so far the oldest person I've ever known.
So I think our first task is to try to find this hidden path.
Okay. Know how you have something somewhere and then it moves on you? Yeah, that just happened to me.
Ooh.
And I have it all written down. But you are correct on that part, Kirby. On
So we've got to go to find, when it gets to dusk, we've got to find a hidden path that is illuminated with 3 stones, and the middle stone will be
And
the
then
one
say
that
the name
illuminates it.
Talindra,
Yes.
which will open up the door and reveal some secrets.
Give me a moment. I lost what the poem was.
It's on the D&D campaign news on Discord. I can repost it to the journal notes.
Seek the
yeah, that's
crown
where I
of
meant to post it at, and it kind of got.
I like to imagine she's doing like those dramatic anime poses.
Samson, could you do me a favor, please?
What do you need, my lady?
Could you maybe go back into raven form or any kind of bird form and scout out overhead and see if you can see any kind of path that has 3 stones?
Stone? Okay.
Yes, 3 stones.
Yes. I will go searching and I'll come back if I find it. If I'm not back by morning, then I will still be searching. I will return when I find what you ask for. I will find, if you're not here, I will find you.
Thank you.
And he switches over to back to Raven form, looks over and bows his head to y'all and goes off. And as he's flying and all, do y'all start to go to rest? Or
No, I'm gonna start scouting the local area for any kind of sign of where this thing could be. So I'm basically gonna start looking from the ground.
Okay. So you got him going from the sky and you going from the ground.
Yes.
Okay. So as
Don't overwork yourself, Iliana.
I won't, don't worry.
as he's flying overhead, he starts searching. How on this show where I can do this? Will one of y'all just roll me a D20 for me? Just a basic D20.
Yes, sir. 15.
Okay. So he searches overhead, and you're actually trying to investigate very closely anything that you can find, right?
Yes.
Okay, give me an investigation with advantage.
Okay. Well, good job I had advantage because that would have been a natural one.
Yeah. And the reason you're getting advantage with certain things like this is because of I'm adding that to you being in your like areas you know.
Yeah.
So,
Favorite terrain.
yeah. So as you're searching, start seeing like clues to where things have been like left there for years and years, like it's overgrown and really bad, and as you're traveling in the area you're traveling through. And after probably about an hour, the Samson comes back. He finds you searching, comes back, lands, and shapes back over into his other form and goes, I think I might have found something. It's just up a little ahead, and it looks like it's going to be hard getting into.
How come?
And it's very tight. Do any of y'all have very sharp, like, swords or things to get through heavy brush?
I have ways.
Goes, you're on the correct path. Just keep going that way, but it's going to get harder to get in there. And he turns, he goes, I will keep an eye from the trees if any of y'all in trouble. I will help. And he flies back up, but he tells you basically to keep going the direction you're going. It's just you're going to have to actually take down a lot of stuff.
Damien, do you mind stepping beside me, and then because I can try to follow the tracks and try to guide us there, but I will need your sword to go through.
Of course.
Anila, would you be able to keep an eye out from behind as well to make sure that nobody is following?
You got it. And she will wild shape into a she is going to shapeshift into, I'm trying to like think of like an animal that would like kind of go well with the brush.
Okay, so say with the brush, so like a snake.
Yeah.
And I don't have, and I don't have my book open to like little things and all, but we all know what a snake can and can't do. So.
Yeah. She's gonna like shapeshift into a snake and just kind of like drape herself around Eliana's shoulders and kind of like keep a watch on her from the back.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a generic perception roll, and just use your stats. Cause like I said, I don't remember the snake. I don't got the thing for the snakes and all.
Okay.
Just use yours. We're going with that.
It would be her roll anyway, because with wild shape it keeps your wisdom and intelligence.
That's right. Okay, 70. Okay, I just need to know that for just as y'all walking through, and with your skills, you go and you have no problem moving stuff away. Every once in a while, you'll come to an area and you need to actually chop it up some to get through there. And you did this. Why can't I find what I'm looking for? You do this as are getting in there pretty deep. Y'all has her on the back looking through everywhere as a snake, easily being able to move through with her. You notice in the back that a few animals are following y'all. It looks like normal animals, nothing vicious, but it's like they're curious as in what y'all are going, where y'all are going to.
Would I be able to talk to them in my snake form?
I would say, yeah, will.
Are you guys lost?
And look up, and the panther looks at you and goes, "No, we're just curious on why there are people in this part of the forest."
Oh, we're looking to get to a location. Something with 3 stones?
Stones. So, looking for the item that has been hidden.
Yes.
Well, I can trust you yet.
Oh, is there any way I can gain that trust?
Well, snakes ain't to be trusted that I've seen.
Oh, hold on for just 1 second. And she'll turn back, but she'll still be on Ileana's shoulder by complete accident.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. He looks. He goes, "Are you one of those that protect our forest?"
I mean, I'm working towards it one of these days. I'm just not really that tough yet.
Okay, well, then what about them as he looks at the others?
Oh, they're pretty nice too. One of them is like the wildy type, but she can't. But like she doesn't turn into animals like I do. And the other guy's really nice too. He's like the big burly soldier type, but he's really nice.
Okay. And he goes, I see. Well, can we converse for a few? And he looks and goes, there's things that you may need to know that most humans have backwards.
Guys, hold on for just a second. We're getting some. I'm getting. They're telling me something.
What type of creature is she conversing with?
Panther.
You're more than welcome to. Oh well, I can't respond because she's in wheelchair.
Oh, she done turned back on top of your arms,
Oh.
sitting on your arms as her.
Oh,
Roll a strength check. See if you held me up.
they are more than welcome to join us should they wish to.
Do you want to walk and talk?
As he starts walking, you goes, you know they are guardians to that place, correct?
Guardians? What kind of guardians?
They do not leave something as powerful as that for anybody to get to easily.
Oh. What kind of guardians are there? Maybe we can talk to them.
They're different guardians, but the main one is named after the world, and he's the internal watcher. You must remember, if you try to fight him, we'll die. But just talk to him. And if your intention, if he deems you worthy, he will reward you with the prize.
She'll relay that information back to the party.
Okay.
There's a guardian there, and he's saying that we shouldn't fight him or we'll die. So it's best to try and talk to him.
Fight who?
She'll relay the name.
The name is literally the same name as the world that you're in, is actually what his name is. The Eternal Guardian.
Arendor, the Eternal Guardian.
Okay. I'm more than willing to attempt to try to talk with this said gentleman. If they are a gentleman, that is.
At that, he goes, remember, and he keeps walking. He's like, you are walking in the right direction. Just remember that dawn, twilight, and night comes in a certain order.
You got it.
And he actually turns to you and goes, "Follow me for as long as I go straight. When I turn left, that means you're where you need to be."
Okay.
And he goes in front and starts walking ahead.
Follow the panther.
And I want to, since it's 10 minutes till, on a there. I was trying to draw it out so in case I had the other ones come in next week, all y'all go in at the same time.
Yeah.
But and then plus it didn't help. I misplaced my note. But I appreciate y'all coming and playing in Elden World. I appreciate everybody in chat coming by, stopping by, seeing us, and hoping that y'all enjoyed it. And hopefully the more we do, the better I get at being able to do both the stream and moving stuff around for the game. And I didn't realize how much this was going back and forth. So, but I appreciate everybody coming in. I appreciate y'all coming in and playing and molding this world into what it will be later on. And that let me yes, I do. I'm trying not to use the ones for like my normal stream because they're just Nightfall. I just got to come up with ideas for the others, but I have some other ideas too. So, but actually, I will probably be talking to y'all and seeing what y'all think of the ideas, get a consensus of that.
I'm sorry, I would love to join the aftermath of the session today, but
go ahead and get into your other one, man. I hope you have a good one.
Thank you very much for the session today, by the way. I had a lot of fun.
And yeah, I'm sorry. This, like I told y'all, I'm more of a role playing. There will be fighting coming in later on, but I'm more of a role player person than I try to balance it all out.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, fights are fun and all, but they take up a lot of time. They slow down the plot a lot. Which I'm cool with both of them.
I like role playing more. It's just it just takes time getting into some things, and when some of our people's out, it's hard to do at times too. And I will send y'all's riddles to y'all so y'all can look at them better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
thank you very much. All right, I'm gonna head out then.
All right. Yeah, I'm seeing who's on.
Yeah, then, guys.
Good
See you
one.
later.
Bye.
And so, what y'all think? Find out what a D&D song.
Well, you actually gave me an idea for a one shot, so.
And yes, that's another thing with anybody that is in chat that's not part of the Very Worlds community. Please check them out. That's Kirby and the other one, a few of the other ones in here's Discord, and they play all the time that they can. And
yeah, if you are wanting a link, please feel free to message either Fox or myself. I am in the chat at Kirby Leanne, and we will be able to get the link over to you because we do have currently at the moment a founders exclusive role which means that not only will you be starting at level 2 when the server fully launches, but you are able to currently do games at least once, sometimes twice a week.
Pretty exciting.
And I appreciate everyone that was lurking. You don't have to talk in my chat because, as you can see, right now I'm not good with running the game and keeping up with chat. That's why I got somebody to help me out with that today in case anything happened. So, but yes, hopefully things will always get better as we go. So let us. I'm trying to raid. It didn't want to work on me. I think I got it right. I'm going to raid another D&D. They're a small stream too, and see what they're doing and getting into. So let's check them out.
Yeah.
We're gonna raid.
That is my raid command. I'll see y'all in a bit. That's around. Y'all have a good weekend and a good week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I'll meet you guys over on the VW server. Better we'll meet Twitch, actually.
I might be on later on in a bit, mostly because I'm trying to get some stuff cleaned up before the folks come home. So
No worries.